Hey y'all, welcome back to Kings on the Hill. So today I'm going to do a little bit different video. Usually I've been showing you stuff around to where I'm trying to turn my property into a homestead, plus my chickens and everything. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about the carnivore diet. So I went on it. I done it for about 8 weeks and I lost 40 pounds. That's a lot of weight to lose in a short amount of time. The reason I got on the carnivore diet and done it, I was at my heaviest weight, 270 pounds. My wife had told me, hey, you're gaining weight. I could see it a little bit in my clothes, but, just didn't pay any attention. I done what anybody else would do. I went out and just bought a bigger size t-shirt. Well, that kept it hidden for a while. And then finally, early March, I seen a picture of myself. I usually don't do pictures, just never have liked them. I seen a picture of myself to where I was in the background sitting in a chair, and I was huge. And then after that, I really started noticing myself that I had gotten way out of hand. So after talking with my brother-in-law, he had went on the carnivore diet and lost a little bit of weight. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. I asked all kinds of questions to him and he gave me some answers. And then I decided to go on YouTube and I found a lot of videos, and there are a lot of videos out there about the carnivore diet, about what to eat, what to expect, what to avoid, what kind of mindset, things to help you out along the way. Because depending on which version of the carnivore diet you go on to, it can be difficult for the hardcore one, or if you want to do it with a little bit of carbs in there, it's kind of more like keto, I guess you would say. It's a little bit more manageable. Well, I decided I was going to do the hardcore mode. No carbs, no sugar, no Cokes, none of that. So I done all the research, and like I said, I was prepared for it. I had food items I could make. I had drinks to where electrolytes to where I used Propel. I know it's not real big anymore. Gatorade used to make something called Propel, flavored water with electrolytes. Luckily, I was able to find some on Amazon so I could have stuff like that. But anyways, I went on this, and for the first 2 weeks was the hardest. After about day 2, I would say it was, I hit that wall to where, you've got no carbs, you've got no sugar in your body. So your body doesn't have anything to burn for energy. So like I said, I felt like I had hit a brick wall. I was lethargic for the first couple of days. I just wanted to sleep, just wanted to lay around. Well, couldn't do that because I had a job. So, that just made it that much more worse because I knew I couldn't lay around. So I made it through my first 10 days and I got a part-time job right after that, working nights. So basically I worked from 7 o'clock in the morning till midnight, Monday through Friday. Now, that might have helped with some of my weight loss. Probably did, because I went from right at 270 pounds to 227 pounds in 8 weeks. That's over 40 pounds lost in 8 weeks. That's a lot of weight to lose. Like I said, some of it could be contributed to my second job, lack of sleep, all that. But other things I learned when I was on this diet, I learned to love coffee. From the lack of sleep and having no carbs or sugars for energy, I was tired. So I had always liked coffee. I'm not addicted to coffee. I can drink a cup of coffee here or there and, leave it for 3 or 4 days and not go back to it. Well, when I went on this diet, I got to where I was drinking 4 or 5 cups of coffee within the first 3 hours of the day. I had to have something first thing in the morning to get me going. That was because of the second job, because I was only getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep. After that, and my body was getting woke up, I was fine the rest of the day. Staying up to midnight, working, driving home about 30 minutes, I was fine. So that's one thing that helped me. So maybe that's something that can help you if that's what you're looking for. I also seen to where most people, when they went on this carnivore diet, they ate steaks, lunch, dinner, steaks. Well, I can't afford to eat steak for every meal. Just had a newborn in December, so something I couldn't afford. But what I did do was I went with hamburger meat. So I would fry up 4 pounds of hamburger meat and 10 to 12 chickens or eggs, not chickens, sorry. I would do my eggs on a Sunday, and then I would portion it out for 5 days for lunch. I only ate 1 meal a day when I was on the carnivore diet because I ate a pound of food for lunch. So I sectioned out the ground beef and the eggs to 16 ounces, and that's what I ate for lunch. I done that the whole time I was on the diet. There towards the end of when I was on it, I did start incorporating some ground chicken just to kind of change the taste profile. Because let me just go ahead and tell you, after eating ground beef and eggs every day, it got to the point sometimes I know I had to eat, so I just had to shovel it in my mouth. I just had to get through it and bear it and eat it and go on. So that throwing that ground chicken in there was something that helped me. So maybe that's something that can help you too, is to kind of throw that little bit of variety in there every now and then, because if not, you're going to get real tired of what you're eating. So when I was on the diet, one thing I enjoyed were the weekends. I stayed true to the carnivore diet, but I got away from ground beef and eggs. So what I would do on the weekends, I would go buy chicken drumsticks and I would eat 4 or 5 of those chicken drumsticks and eggs. That felt like the best meal I could eat, you know, because I was getting so tired of the hamburger taste and everything else. So that helped me out, was, you know, being able to spice that up there towards the end when my body was really wanting some varieties and I didn't try to venture out. So that's one thing I wish I would have tried the first go around, was to venture out just a little bit more, to where you're not eating the same thing every day and it just gets to where, okay, I can't do this anymore, then you just stop, because I didn't want to do that. I set a goal for myself when I first started this, and I hit my goal pretty quick. So after that, I started to venture off of it, and then that kind of got me back to where I am today. So since I've been off the diet, I put on 10 pounds. So I'm back up to almost 240 pounds. So I figured it was about time to start this diet back up and see what I could do this time. But this time, I'm going to try to track it with YouTube so I can share my experience of how I went back on the carnivore diet, and, you know, that way I can kind of help people along the way. You know, because YouTube helped me the first time I went on this, because I learned what to expect, what foods to eat, all that stuff. So I'm kind of making this, I guess you'd call it a little mini series for people who want to try the carnivore diet, you know, just your things to expect. Like I said, you're going to get tired. You plan your food's a little bit better than what I did. I thought I could never get tired of just hamburger, meat, and eggs. Well, I did. But anyway, so today was day 1 back on it. And I don't know if it was in my head or what, but I've already got that I'm tired feeling, because I know it's coming. It happened the first time I went on it, so I knew it was coming. So I don't know if it's just in my head that it's going to happen. So I'm thinking it, so I am. But anyways, like I said, today was day 1. And, you know, I'm getting back into it. I done my ground beef and eggs. You know, I do have some chicken for next week. One thing I did do this time, I went and I stocked up ground beef, chicken, eggs, hamburger patties, fish, you know, everything. I went ahead and stocked all that up so I don't have to worry about trying to go to the store. You know, I like to make all my meals ahead of time. So with me having all that, that's going to help me tremendously. But, you know, I don't have to do eggs. If you watch my channel, you know I have chickens. So I don't have to worry about spending $5 a dozen every week on eggs. I do have to worry about buying the meat, chicken, fish, and all that other stuff. But anyways, like I said, I wanted to make this video. I've been on it. I'm going back on it. So if you have some questions or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comment section and I'll try to get back to you. Because like I said, I want to make this to kind of help somebody who has never done it. And I know there's millions of videos out there about this. But like I said, I learned how to go on the carnivore diet, what to do and everything from watching videos on YouTube. But anyways, so today was day 1. I'll post again in a few days to kind of let you know how I'm feeling. But anyways, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one.